It's Mater time. Hello, Nightwolf.
It's a tough game we play on this platform you crave, chasing clicks and likes in the digital wave. With each upload, our stories unfold in a world where the truth is often sold.
Oh, screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes.
Friendships tested in the quest for fame. Content creators, most have no shame. With every collab there's trust at stake, but in this world some friendships break. Ooh, anything goes. Screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes. Crafting tales of truth, some of deceit. Chasing trends in a race we repeat. The pressure mounts as views decline in the search for truth. Where do we draw the line? Screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes. Fabricating evidence just for the views. A double-edged sword in the news we choose. The line between real and fake is thin as the audience questions what lies within. Oh, screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes. Highs are thrilling when the numbers soar, but the lows hit hard down to the core. The grind continues day after day in the endless pursuit of the viral sway. Oh, screw to the land of the brave, where
Hey,
the
Dakota, how you
algorithms rule and
doing?
views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes. In the end, it's about the story we tell in the ScrewTube world where we excel. Honesty and trust, our guiding light as we navigate this digital flight. Oh, screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to the demonetized lows, when you sell your soul in this digital realm, anything goes.
Hello, I'm Zerzu Zeklin, and welcome to my channel. How you guys doing? Well, the other day I went over on Sarah's channel. By the way, if you guys ever want to go over and hang out on Sarah's channel, the link I believe is, no, that's some stupid fake Russian report. I'll have to grab the link here in a minute. The link is over here in the side chat once I get it. Should not take too long. There we go. You know, just in case you guys ever want to go over there and maybe any of the new people showing up want to jump up on panel and take on some of these guys themselves. Anyway, so I was thinking, you know, I play a lot of not a lot, but I play quite a bit of games in between whatever and my show. And I was thinking about starting a new game channel. I wonder what you guys think about that. Anywho, so let's go back to I was going to do yesterday, but I didn't end up getting around to it. The rest of the encounter over at Sarah's. I had a lot of fun. Now there is a spot in here where I had a little bit of an embarrassing open mic, and I did have to blip a couple of words out. There were some things that I didn't really want. I didn't want something said about a certain structure in the United States because it could very easily be construed a different way and get me in some big trouble. Anyway, let's start this up. Tomato fun. What do you guys think?
Yes. Now, question: do you
Now, as I said, there's a lot of activity up here, so I mean, if I need to cut in, I'll cut in to, if I feel like either disputing something that I didn't get a chance to dispute, which not really often I have, or if I have something that I agree with or want to add to.
you both have something that's still on this topic? Because if not, I can push forward to another topic.
Thank the Lord.
We can move forward. Yeah.
Yeah, no. All I would have to say is that in regards to the asylum claims,
this is right after I had got booted in the back. Well, I didn't get booted. I did kind of, but I just was like, well, I want to go smoke a cigarette, so I'll take backstage.
Immigration judge under the DOJ that adjudicates asylum claims, which would fall under the executive branch specifically.
Yeah. So our concern is only that anyone can just come here and claim asylum. That's what Spin City is trying to say. Like anybody.
Yeah,
can
people can claim asylum, but
right, so that's
claim
our issue.
adjudicated.
We think there's fraudulent claims of asylum. It's not the asylum.
Yeah, because they get
who's
adjudicated.
processing those claims?
We need to differentiate that position. It's not the
Yeah,
asylum.
so who's processing those claims though?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that that's our issue.
Yeah, so people can claim asylum fraudulently, but it'll get found out in court. Is the point? And even
Right.
then,
This
most
guy
asylum
Bones is
claims that
pretty
aren't
bright.
like fraudulent are still going to be denied for the most part, anyways. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like 65%
Right
of
in the middle
asylum
of the
claims get
bottom.
turned away.
He's
So if we would just get
terrible.
more judges and process this shit, most of your problem would probably be solved.
Sorry, Effigy. Anyway, it's this guy here in the middle on the bottom. He's a pretty bright kid.
You just can't stop making reductive arguments. It depends also on which administration.
Wait, how's it reductive? I'm so sorry. How's it reductive?
This is why I love these two.
I'm so sorry. How's that reductive?
Because you're not taking into account which administration is in office. That's a huge factor. When you had the Biden administration,
Yeah,
for
what's
the last 4
going to be
years,
the
they can
difference?
grant a
What's
lot
going to be the
more
difference in
asylum.
adjudication?
So
What's
now
going to be
there's
the
a
difference in
different
adjudication? I'm so
admin-
sorry.
One would
But
pass
we
laws,
might
one
not
doesn't.
agree. We might not agree
what?
that all those people.
He's
should
not
be
gonna answer
granted asylum.
So you're not
Biden
going to answer
didn't-
this, but
Biden
like, what's
just
going to be the main
opened-
difference
It's like
here?
saying you
The
can't send people
floodgates.
back to Haiti.
I'm
because they're
so
gonna get
sorry,
killed.
Spin City. Yeah, Biden did not have open borders. He actually did have some of the
follows
border
the law.
policy.
Excuse-
We would even do like
what-
title.
Who was enforcing it? Who was enforcing it?
I'm assuming people at Border Patrol, if they're like doing any like interactions with people at the border. I'm assuming immigration judges adjudicating the immigration claims. Like what else?
But wait a minute. But the administration said, "Oh, they came here. Oh, just give them a ticket," and they let them in the country.
Yeah, how else are you supposed to adjudicate the claims?
Yeah, they had 11 million
Send
asylum
them
seekers who
back
sought
where they
asylum at the
belong.
border.
We think that's bullshit.
Now, let me explain one thing about asylum. In order to claim asylum, you have to have foot on our soil.
So that's not how you process asylum claims. I'm so sorry, but the UN requires that if you're filing asylum in the country
We're not
that you're
subject
trying to
to
file
UN.
asylum in, you have to be inside the fucking country.
Oh yeah,
No,
We're
it's
not
our own
subject to
law.
UN.
And we
Oh,
abide, and we
have to
abide by
do
those
that.
You can be
laws.
supportive.
I forgot he dealt with that. That's very good. I mean, that's why I'm saying this kid in the middle here, he's pretty bright.
Of entry. You don't have to be inside the country. You can be at the port of entry. And
By the way, the law that didn't get passed at the end of
wait,
Biden
the port of
administration was going
entry
to
is inside the
change
country,
that
by the way.
rule.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
You're right on the border, yeah.
It was going to do a lot of other bad shit too.
Not arguing. Yeah.
Okay,
I wouldn't
so,
argue with
so
you.
the
I
Biden
wouldn't argue with
administration, the Biden administration opened the floodgates,
No, they
which
did.
has caused
That's like
They followed the
categorically
law.
false.
Of course
They just followed the law. That's
true
all they did.
in truth.
They undid an
in truth,
executive order and they
Yeah,
followed
so
the
unfortunately,
congressional
yeah, the
law.
Biden administration actually had more people as a percentage of claims being processed coming in. Then of course there are still going to be more people coming in because of the greater influx
How
of
many?
people
How
coming into the
many
country. But he was still
illegal
deporting about
immigrants?
50% of the people that were trying to get into the country.
What?
Hello.
What?
Yeah. What do you mean? What?
Show
Do you have like a different figure?
Show me
Yeah, but-
where. Show
This
me
kid
where.
usually
One second.
comes with
Show me where.
another good thing about this kid. He usually comes with the evidence for his claim.
Biden fucking deported anybody.
1 second. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Show me.
I'll look it up.
No, I'm
While
not
you're-
fucking
just
kidding
ate
you.
every meme that
while
comes in
you're
front of your
looking
face.
that up, while you're looking that up, Mr. Balderson at Powder Dusty wants to know if we can get an alpaca.
Hey, like you
update,
got
please.
caught doing something wrong, bro. What you jump for?
Caught taking a big
It's
hit of
spring,
his
so they are
bong.
horny as hell. And
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Holy-
They got
holy-
you staring at them with that look on your face.
well, Dusty's gonna come in.
Yeah,
running
there's
with his-
shenanigans going on over here.
I myself am also an alpaca farmer now.
He's gonna come in with his cowboy hat right in the spring season when the alpacas are the horniest, and he's gonna help you, Balderson, with all of those horny alpaca. And Big Sarge says, let's be honest, no matter the administration, the borders are open. Hashtag subject change. All right. I'm gonna Bones,
That
did you
is
look
a
up that
fact.
information?
That's a fact.
Yeah, 1
That's-
second. I've got it
Oh, yeah.
right here. Just need to find the actual chart for it.
All right, you get
That
that.
was
and
it.
then,
I
then
was
we
referring
will-
to a figure between 2021 and 23, where Biden was deporting about 50% of the encountered immigrants, which is higher than Trump's in a comparable period. I just gotta find it now.
Go get your
This
fucking pie chart off of CNN.
Why would I find it off of CNN? Why would I just not go to the direct source of it?
Yeah.
And you believe that?
Says the guy.
You're more.
Yeah,
You're more-
I don't know. I
you're more of a
believe
fucking-
people that
you're
actually
more
He can't
are,
win.
Moron.
He
That's
can't
personal
win.
subject.
What are you
I'm so
supposed to
sorry.
do now?
You're
Hey there, Keebler. Yeah, that's just crazy that he's. Show me your proof, and then once he goes to get his proof from a direct source, oh yeah, that's all fake. Come on, man.
more of a moron than I thought.
Damned
You don't
if I
even claim the
do,
source,
damned
you
if
just
I
say
don't.
shit.
God damn.
Nobody's coming
Holy-
in now.
Yeah, let me
Nobody's
just
coming in now.
let me just say
10,000
something
people a day
that's
were
I
coming in
know
today.
to be false. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
There's nobody
Do
All
coming.
that
right.
instead.
Nobody.
Wait,
All right. Are we ready?
Andrew, say what you said, please.
Yeah, I
Say
don't
what.
even know what we're arguing about. Nobody's coming here now. 10,000
Nobody's
people a day
coming.
were coming here then.
You actually
What are we
believe that?
talking about?
No, he just made the claim nobody's coming here. Watch how quick he backpedals. Even Sarah was quickly like, wait, nobody's coming here?
Yes, I absolutely fucking believe
Are
it.
you
That's
that
a
gullible?
fact.
Are you
All
that
right.
gullible as to think that no one is crossing
Oh
that
my-
border illegally?
In truth,
No cartels
this
are
is
crossing
why
that
I
border.
say
That
Border
Come on.
crossings are way down, my friend. Way down. They were
That's a little different.
10,000 a day.
no, I didn't say that they weren't down,
Okay.
but I said,
so
do you
what
believe that there are
guys
no
trying to
border
argue?
crossings?
Like, I don't even understand what your point is. And sorry, Dusty, not to bring you
Okay,
into this, but to
shift
say
that goalpost,
there's
buddy.
that they're not a drain on society when we just caught them stealing $9 billion is really dumb. Like,
19.
Illegal immigration
All
problem.
right, let's go
Recording us
ahead
to
and
Okay,
move on.
okay,
Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
respond to him.
economics.
Wait,
Let's
you want to
go
talk
ahead-
about fraud?
Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. All right.
Fraud is different from
okay.
immigration.
Joe,
Immigrants
I'd like to give you
The war
Joe-
shit, I think spin will be just as entertaining if we do the war shit.
Joe, I'd like to the NATO, should NATO be
Yes.
required to contribute? Okay. All
So
right.
like those
Next
same
topic.
arguments and shit.
It will drag in very well. Spicoli is now waiting backstage. Just don't.
Please, nobody
Just don't.
shows love.
Just
Oh
don't.
Lord! Oh
Okay, the
Lord!
prompt
Y'all look
gentleman. The prompt gentleman.
Yeah, most of the people on the screen, I believe they spin cities a nut.
And because Trump came out and basically said,
I'm gonna fall on the
NATO's
sword for Spicoli.
Zerzeus was ahead of him.
Damn you,
Hey,
Dusty.
Dusty.
Dusty, you're a
Hey,
legend.
Dusty. Spicoli's not next in line. Zers is.
That's funny. Very good.
And just let Dusty know that was not my fault at all.
Motherfucker. All right. All right. To Mr. Joe Cool. All right. Recently, Trump came out saying that NATO is basically a bunch of bitches and they should own up. And they've been basically mooching off the NATO concept and making USA handle all of that busy work. And when the US comes in and says, all right, time to go protect.
So as I showed yesterday, Spicoli was way off. He never was on topic, and he was always on some type of sexual thing. So I can understand why she chose me over Spicoli.
For the Strait of Hormuz, because it's good for everyone, so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. I think France said they're backing out, or the French said, like, oh, we're not going to do this, yada, yada, yada. So the question officially to the panel, oh, shit, now I got to reopen it. There we go. Should NATO be required to contribute military assets to reopen and secure the Strait of Hormuz? Mr. Joe Cool.
Spen, I like to hear what he thinks first.
You know what I think's funny? He didn't have any information pulled up on his stupid arguments that he's supposed to make for the MAGA arguments. So he goes completely silent and then comes back later with dumb arguments. But I just think it was funny that he had nothing to say. Now, I wanted to talk about the tax on voting. Well, it's within that law that they put a tax on voting, and my problem with that is that it violates at least one constitution, and it also violates two direct orders, one from a federal court and one from the Supreme Court. And both of those are strong enough to say that no, you can't charge people money or require them to have a special pass to vote. ID, yeah. Charging a tax, no. Or a fine, or a fee, or a regulation, or any of that. Well, regulation might have been the wrong word.
You want Spin to go first?
Yeah, Spen, can you hear me? Is he muted or something?
Can you hear me?
And by the way, you're locally
No,
muted.
you can't hear.
Oh shit, he might not be able to hear there.
I didn't want to poison the well.
I'll type
to
inside chat. Hopefully he gets it.
Well, go. Why don't you go ahead with your thoughts first, Joe?
All right. I don't guess he went to them for their advice before he kicked off this war. I think he was dumb. It was fucking us on YouTube was talking about the Strait of Hormuz and how dangerous it will be. If he went there and didn't have a plan for that shit, I don't think he gets to call in NATO and be like, y'all owe me, man. If y'all gonna do what y'all gotta do on some shit that you kicked off. He's just trying to drag them in, and I think they should. I don't know. I don't want to say what they should do, but that's what's going on.
Okay.
I
Baldur's.
have to agree with Joe. It's not supposed to be an offensive organization. It's supposed to be defensive. If somebody's attacking somebody in the North Atlantic, which the Strait of Hormuz is not, it's the North Atlantic Treaty Organization that's not in the Atlantic.
Oh yeah, and Sarah busted my balls for taking.
Sorry.
Sarah ends up busting my balls for taking a long time to explain.
Dusty's in the chat, Spurg,
all
and he's
good
all
fun.
mad. He left the backstage now. That's what you get. Listen, Don't go trying to loophole this shit. Nobody wants Spicoli up in a lot of stuff. You decided to throw yourself in the back. I can choose. Guess what? I'm still the host. I'm still the host here. I'm still it. Yeah. Okay.
Sven, did we get you back?
That's a good question. Okay, so this doesn't have anything to do with it. It was a different subject. So there was several subjects that could be brought up, and one of them was a new proposal for a bill which would create a tax to vote or a fee to vote, and it would require basically you to, because a driver's license wouldn't be acceptable, it would require you to get a passport and another form of ID. And if driver's license doesn't work, passport and must be a new voter ID. And that is unconstitutional and against the Supreme Court ruling.
Yeah.
Yes, you can hear everybody. All right, Ant, your thoughts on the?
But they
Wait,
ended up choosing the should NATO join the Strait of Hormuz and defending the Strait of Hormuz. Now, my argument on that is, so to make it as fast as possible, I'm going to explain it here in a moment, but to make it as fast as possible, I believe some of the nations that are in NATO will have to end up defending the Strait of Hormuz. I don't believe they're obligated to, and I believe 4 and 6 of the NATO treaty makes it to where they can vote not to if they wish to. And I believe it's 4, or is it 4? I think gives them the permission to. They don't have to give machinery. They can give other types of aid.
Do Ant?
No, I was starting to talk and
Right.
started.
Right. Whatever happened to that? And I keep asking the guy down there, this Spin City dude, whatever happened to America First, America Only? Here we skip over the topic about America voting issue and go straight to some bullshit over there.
I apologize.
But I stayed with the topic. I didn't go off topic. I just brought it up here because I wanted to go on to that topic. The other topic was much more fun. It came up later after. At the end of this, I get booted, and I could have hung out, but I had some stuff I had to do, and then I went in and laid down.
I apologize. Go ahead.
Your show. I'll wait.
See, it gets it. It gets it. Go ahead. I apologize.
I was gonna add. I was just going off what Balderson was saying. It's like I honestly don't know the NATO treaty in and out, so I don't know if there's provisions in there to give other countries that aren't necessarily NATO members or NATO adjacent in the sense that we have positive economic activity within NATO members.
Yeah.
We sometimes give like weaker protections to such countries, and I don't know if there's anything in the treaty that actually like insists that we have to. So no, I don't think NATO's obliged to defend the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay. Sasquatch, to you. Can he hear me? Sasquatch?
He's muted. I don't think he's there.
All right. Maybe he's taking a shit. Bones to you, sir.
So yeah, per Article 5 of NATO, NATO nations cannot just go around and attack other nations. They can only help out a partner nation if that partner nation is being attacked. It's very clear that the U.S. is not being attacked, but we're the ones attacking. So there's clearly no obligation for any NATO member to like intervene with the military or otherwise. And even then, like if the U.S. were attacked, that doesn't mean that NATO members are just going to provide their military support. They could also do economic support, logistics, et cetera, et cetera. So it doesn't mean that they're able to just attack. They can do other things.
That's fair. Andrew?
Yeah, you guys are right that they're not required to help unless the only caveat to that in the Middle East is Turkey. If Turkey gets bombed, then NATO is required to respond. And that's why they were so nervous about that one bomb that went into Turkey. So that can be verified. But to the guy that
I
said
didn't
Trump,
notice that.
yeah. But to the one who said Trump went in there without a plan, do you really think that's true? Hegseth even came out on TV and said about the Strait of Hormuz, like, you don't think we thought of that? Iran does this every time. Like, you think they just didn't think of it? Like, honestly, that's what you think? They're just sitting around. They never thought of it. Like, of course they had a plan. Of course they know what they're doing. And just give them a chance would be my.
Wait. What do you mean give them a chance? They knew what they was doing. They had a plan already.
We're gonna go one at a time. We're gonna go one at a time. We're gonna go one at a time first, and then we can open it up. Finish your thought, Andrew.
They're executing a plan. It's all how the media portrays it. And another thing, Hegseth went on TV and said, CNN, you could be saying United States depletes Iranian drones down 90%, but instead you're saying Iran on major offensive. So it's all how it's portrayed. But yes, we are implementing our plan, and they don't have to help, but they should. And if they don't, I have no problem with Trump telling them, fuck you then. All the money that we spend on you, all the help that we give you, so Spain can tell us we can't use your airspace and your base, go fuck yourself then. That would be my response to them. That's fine. You can have that position, but then you don't get any of the benefits that you've been getting. None of them. You don't have our back when we need it. You're not legally required to, but we're not legally required to give you money. And the vast difference in how much we give to all these NATO countries is overwhelming. So if they want to play that game, I have no problem with it, but then don't start crying when because this president will do that when we pull our support, which we should. That's
your terms are acceptable.
Good. We're in agreement.
Let's dissolve NATO.
Ben, if you could take over
Speaking of weird things coming out of Donald Trump's mouth, did you know recently he conceded the presidency to President Gavin Newsom? According to Donald Trump, he said it was President Gavin Newsom, which means he conceded the presidency, right? Of course, Gavin Newsom took advantage of that to make some jokes about the things he would do.
But I'm on the phone. My son needs me for a second. Effigy, you're next, and then just work your way around and then go into open. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so yeah, they have no obligation to do this. This stupid bully attitude that was just shown is half the reason that they wouldn't do it anyway. The only time Article 5 has ever been invoked, it was invoked by fucking us. And all of these countries did come to help us when we went into Afghanistan, and a lot of them did help us in Iraq. And then we've spent the last decade and a half talking shit about them and telling them they're pieces of shit and talking shit about their army. And now when we go out and fucking start a war and they do exactly what we know they're going to do, like, you go after the fact to beg them to help you, it's the dumbest shit ever. If it is a plan, it's the dumbest plan ever.
No one's
like,
begging
so
for help.
So you're going to strategically bomb a country, but you're going to include the leader of that country, who is also the pope of their religion, and then you're going to accidentally drop bombs on fucking children. Like, no, if this is the plan, it's a horrific plan made by idiots. Come on.
Only an idiot would believe that.
Which
they just
part?
kill children in Gaza and in.
Go ahead. Wait for the after. Wait till after.
Yeah, sorry.
City,
I was back.
City, on you, brother.
Andrew, I can't say it any fucking better than you. I mean, listen, you're right, and I'm going to just emphasize things that you said, Andrew. We give all this support to all these other countries, and when the United States makes the call, or President Trump makes the call, hey, we could use XYZ 1, 2, 3. I'll use the terminology that he used today. Specialized pieces of machinery, if I'm not correct, or if I am correct. And they say, well, fuck you. Well, wait a minute. So if Iran drops a missile on your head, why should we come and help you? Go fuck yourself. I can't say it any better. But just to emphasize on that on one point, and then our allies that are helping, which at this point I don't think Andrew will disagree or anybody will disagree.
Nobody came and dropped a bomb on the United States. The United States went and dropped bombs on Iran.
Are limited. Why should our support be the highest respected support when you can't even send a fucking ship over to allow safe travels through the Strait of Hormuz, which in turn will help your economic or your economy, and I go back to something that I've said. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Fuck. Go ahead, Balderson. I'm sorry.
All right. Good enough. Zers, on you, brother.
Okay, so, wow, this is kind of complicated. So I'm going to have to take it at different levels. First, we would go geographically. They're most certainly within the Article 5, Article 6 of NATO geographically. Now, when we come to the Hormuz situation, my argument is there's two questions. One question is, will some NATO nations have to get involved in clearing of the Strait of Hormuz? And I would have to say that yes, some NATO nations will most likely get involved. Now, the other question is, should they get involved? And seeing that it is an economic stronghold for the world, it's an economic danger to have that area of the world basically under siege, that it's only logical to include NATO nations in the defense of it. So it eventually will end up including some. However, are they required to, is a third level to that question. And that question is no, because it's not. So we weren't definitely attacked. We attacked somebody else. And that area is being basically attacked because of our actions. So the NATO nations have a right under Article, I think it's 4. I'm just guessing. I think it's 4 and 5 of the. I still haven't looked it up. I think 6, it's 4 and 6 because 5 gives them action. It's 4 and 6, which puts the Strait of Hormuz out of that. I'm just running off memory of actions due to the 4, which allows them to.
Jesus, sirs, you're killing me. Big Sarge coming in with the big 5.
Sorry, but if you look at 4 and 6, it definitely defines it as they have a right to individually choose not to engage.
Big Sarge coming in with the big 5 says, no, there should have been a NATO vote on any military actions that involve NATO. That did not happen. Ooh.
Right.
Samuel,
they're allowed
the
to say no.
infamous, says, yo, Tomato, thanks for stopping by the show this Saturday past. Much appreciated. I don't even remember where I went, whether I was in chat or on panel or something, but wherever I was, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Big Sarge coming up with the big 5 says, Hegseth, the same guy who got kicked out of the military, somehow became our Secretary of Defense. What the fuck? Over. Guy's a moron. Any thoughts to that on Hegseth?
He didn't get,
I agree with sentiment.
Got pushed out. Basically.
He did not get kicked out of the United States fucking military.
I said that. He got pushed out, though. If he didn't leave, he was definitely going to get kicked out.
There's a big difference.
And my thought on it is most of the people in charge, including the president, who's bitch ass fucking cut out of war. He tells us what an athlete he is, but he couldn't fucking go serve because of his bone spurs. Should never be allowed in charge of the military.
That's
ever.
fair. Big Sarge says with a correction, well, forced out, not kicked out as an insider threat. I digress. Got caught up in the moment. I like it when you get caught up in the moment, Big Sarge. We thoroughly enjoy that. Thank you so kindly. I guess Flo's not
draft Baron
coming.
Trump.
Draft
Felons
Baron
could always
Trump.
get their 2A rights back.
I couldn't help it. Hashtag draft Baron Trump. I guess he's got maybe like what is it? Bone spurs, like father, like son.
Man, that's such a weird one that everybody believes.
Of course,
And
I'm
that's
kidding
state
about
by
the
state.
bone
Like
spurs.
South
He's
Dakota,
got some
you
other, but he's got some medical issue that says he can't serve.
Got to request it. You just get them back unless you were violent.
Mm.
I don't know why everybody believes felons can't vote and felons can't have guns.
I don't know if
It's
Joe.
not true.
I don't know if Joe got the answer on the NATO thing because I rambled on about, basically, eventually it's going to need
Hold on.
protected.
Was that still your opening?
It was,
Yes.
I think, yeah.
We started with Joe, and that was you came in while Zers was the final person giving his answer. So then it would have been open panel right after Zers got done.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
he
did it
was the
start with Joe?
last
Sorry.
one. All right, yeah.
Or that's pretty good.
Well, I have to make. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zers.
I didn't say
No,
anything.
that was me talking. I was going to say that I disagree with all of the. It's in the best interest of these countries. The NATO, it would serve them and all of that type of stuff. I think that it would set a bad standard. That whoever we attacked or somebody attacked, they don't even have to look at the reason. They're just supposed to jump in and fight just because. They shouldn't be setting that precedent.
That's one thing I have to say about her panels. That's one reason I like it, is you kind of have to have a little bit of tough skin to be up there. You can't let little things bother you.
Well, and the
So
problem for Europe is this fight is including
Whoa,
Russia.
careful
And the
doing
problem
that,
for
man.
Europe, and just like
I do
Andrew
not
was
recommend
talking about
these
how
actions.
we can cut off people that aren't complying with us. Russia is like, oh yeah, Europe, you want to attack us? Oh, gas
Yeah,
valve.
Russia's helping Iran. That I don't get is Russia's helping Iran and we're like buddy with them for what fucking reason? I have no clue.
Yeah, we just took off the oil sanctions from them for some fucking reason.
Right?
We talked also about how the financial system is really kind of teetering on the brink here. We've got so much debt that we can't really afford to stock our stockpiles. We can't afford to keep up in a lot of ways. But the dangerous thing is that Iran is now saying, you know what? Hey, we can crash the American petrodollar by forcing you to trade in the Chinese petrodollar. And if we crash the
That's been that fear all
Are you
along.
talking about like the government's debt, or are you talking about unsecured debt? Like what debt are we talking about here?
$39 trillion in America
National-
debt.
Yeah, to the World
That-
Bank.
That
Yes, like,
tax
why is-
money,
why
that
is, like, the amount of
tariff
debt
money,
inherently
Trump
bad,
got to
though?
pay back.
I didn't hear that over three people talking.
What? Yeah, so like, why is the amount of debt just inherently bad as opposed to something like a debt to
the
GDP
world is no
ratio?
longer trading in our dollar, it loses value. And if then all of a sudden we stop,
Yeah, by and large, which countries aren't like partaking in the dollar?
well, actually, a lot of countries have already established.
but which ones?
Most of the European countries already have Chinese infrastructure set up within them to trade off of the Chinese yuan. I don't remember how to pronounce that, but it is actually the second largest currency in the world at this point in time, and it is also backed by a petrodollar. And if Iran, who is currently controlling all the oil in the world, says, you know what, you can trade, but you can only trade in the UN, then what are we going to do? Because then our dollar has no more value.
And Bones, don't forget to be a gentleman. Be a
Man, I'm so sorry, but like Europe is not trading the American dollar. Like that was the
No,
claim
they
earlier.
are, but they also have already signed up with China to be able to possibly trade in their dollar.
Yeah,
and
wouldn't-
China is
isn't
setting up-
that good to be collaborative across other nations economically?
Do you know what happened to Europe after World War I and World War II, how we transferred all the wealth out of Europe into the United States and made this huge, we made reparations for Germany that they couldn't afford. We basically had already bankrupted most of Europe. They spent everything on war. And then we picked up the currency. We became the world leader. Well, if all of a sudden out of war, China does the exact same playbook we did, we're going to be the new Europe who's in debt to the World Bank and to the United States. And our dollar.
So do you know the symmetry breaker between these two situations?
Go ahead, you tell me.
It's that Europe was the invaded power, and that as a result of them being invaded, and as a result of the conflict over there, their entire infrastructure was completely shot. Unless the U.S. is going to be in that same situation, I just have to disagree entirely that we're going to be like subservient to China, just because we went to war with Iran.
Subservient to China. I'm saying that our economy stands to be destroyed if we're not calculating things well.
Yeah, but that would only like stand to be the case if we had our infrastructure just like significantly destroyed in the process.
We don't have anything anymore. We literally.
What do you mean we don't have infrastructure? Like military infrastructure globally, like alone?
Infrastructure.
Our investments in like intercom or telecoms, like. I just don't get what your point is here. That it would only be the case if like America's capability of being able to be an economic power is destroyed somehow.
Well, we keep going to war, which is one of the costliest things that we can do. And then if people all of a sudden are not helping us and they're getting all their goods from elsewhere, we no longer produce anything that they need. If
we produce services for the world, what are you talking about?
Nobody cares about American services. They care about the goods that they get from China. They care about the good tech and all that. What services do we provide?
So we provide engineering services, and on China, like in particular, NVIDIA being a big telecom or not telecoms, but like being a big AI company, a lot of their corporate offices are in the United States. A lot of the like engineers that go to make like NVIDIA chips are U.S. born engineers. It's the case that like we produce like a lot of the intellectual like backing for a lot of projects globally, whether it be in like economics, whether it be in science, medicine, et cetera, et cetera. The idea that the global like market isn't like interacting with the United States anymore just because we're not producing simple goods is just not true.
Okay, you're not hearing me. We don't have anything to back up our dollar. Our dollar is back.
Yeah. Are you talking about us being a fiat currency?
Yes and no. What I'm saying is that, how do I put this? Our dollar is propped up on our agreement with the UAE. It started with the UAE and went to OPEC. If OPEC decides to pull out and not back our dollar anymore, and they start trading in the UN, there is nothing backing our dollar. So yes, that's fiat currency. But what we're not taking into consideration is we might have a few people that are around the world doing great things. All countries do. But China is actively building the infrastructure to network the world. And they're using loopholes to get around us. They're offering alternatives to the system that we put in place that we control. And we're literally like the big bully of the world. It's not that people want to be our best friend. It's not that people want to go to wars for us. It's people feel obligated because we have all the money. And if we lose control of that because we put ourselves in a bad situation by putting us in countless wars we can't afford, if we don't watch how strategically other countries are taking advantage of our stupid, thoughtless moves, we're in danger. We need to all get together, us Americans, and tell our government we're tired of this bullshit. And we need to start actually backing our economy up with goods. We need to start becoming a skilled society again that can take care of itself. If we are completely dependent on others to take care of ourselves, we're fucked. That's personally and as a country.
So this is going to be a false claim that we're going to be like more productive somehow if we start shifting towards basic goods. As far as like worker productivity is concerned, we've been like, if not the top, one of the top nations for worker productivity. Our workers make more per like hour than any other country in the world. So like that's just false.
It's funny you mentioned that because even though I do support some of his claims on this one, I buck back on him.
risks, and also like the idea that like China is currently like a at parity competitor globally when it comes to like finances, when it comes to technology. That's just not true. Like maybe in certain aspects they might be catching up or ahead, but just as a whole, no, absolutely not.
Say that
You need to
we
substantiate
do-
that. You need to substantiate all that.
A lot of that is beyond my ability to substantiate on this platform right now. But
And then,
I-
then respectively, I don't think you should have a strong opinion on it.
you can
You can have
you
any
can-
opinion she wants. Don't be a dick.
I don't think you should have a strong. I'm so sorry. I don't think you understood.
You
what I
have
was
as
saying.
strong
I
an
don't think
opinion
she
as
should have
she
a strong
fucking
opinion.
wants.
Yeah, but it's not.
I'm not saying that she like physically can't have it. I'm just saying that it's public
Opinion.
inadvisable to do that because it's ill-informed.
You know, I
That's
think the
her
other
thing.
thing we all need
That isn't what she said at all. What she said was is she can't bring it up on this platform, and I'm sure what she meant is some of the things she wanted to bring up would probably get Sarah into serious trouble.
to consider is that
Like I'm not like I don't know why like everyone's trying to like white knight her. Like the statement is just that you're uninformed and you probably shouldn't have a strong opinion on this until you become more informed.
okay.
I wouldn't say she's uninformed. The
Like, I could
fact
have
that
said
she
it, like,
couldn't
way more
back up those
disrespectfully,
two
too.
particular
Hey,
things
I
at this
wanted to be, like, really
moment
nice
doesn't
because
make
I
her
appreciate
uninformed.
She's uninformed on this
contributions.
topic
Either way.
that she's speaking on. Why I can't believe I'm defending Bones. He's absolutely right. All he's saying is that she doesn't have the facts. So why is she making a statement? That's all he's saying. Is he's not. You don't have to like you get your feelings hurt over it. What he's saying is correct. You're on a debate show. You should be able to back up your claims.
She said a lot
She didn't
there. He
make a
asked her to back
Not
up.
uninformed. She just doesn't know.
Hold on. I
Yeah.
thought she said I can't do that on this platform.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Right
I did not
now,
come prepared to debate this topic. I did not come to have a debate. I'm bringing up general things. There are so many aspects to anything going on right now that none of us knows all of the details. All I'm doing is bringing up some details that are not being talked about. And whether or not you want to believe propaganda on either side that everything is great over here or everything is great over here, and it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
But
Well, if you're gonna make false statements, then like those are just gonna be like challenged,
Which-
of course.
but
Okay, what-
past and prior administrations have made us dependent on foreign nations.
yes.
Well, I would have to
All
argue
right.
against that one. I believe that we have
Well,
made
why would you
ourselves
argue against
dependent
that?
on
Look
the.
at
Hold
all the
on.
chip-
I would say that we have made ourselves dependent on the products of foreign nations because instead of trying to buy an American-based cell phone, what does everybody have in their pocket? A fucking Chinese cell phone or a Korean cell phone. They don't have an American cell phone. The reason why is because companies aren't necessarily, and I do believe that the U.S. does need to tool themselves more towards making these products that people in America want. Drones. There's no real drone company that's an American drone company. The only one that existed was like Skydio, and they still use Chinese parts, which they ended up having to go under after the new rules under this administration. So I do believe we need to start making the tech products. We need to start becoming the products that people have in their homes.
that's what she
Not
was saying.
these-
I'm so
not
sorry.
this
Like
Chinese
Apple
garbage.
is like literally.
Oh, in a few hours over on Sarah's channel, she's going to have, I guess, a guy that's explaining that Jesus is not God and God is not Jesus or something. I'm sure in the open panel, the question will come up about, does God exist?
Purely an American company. Yes, we do have manufacturing facilities that are in China, but again, most of the engineers that are making Apple products are going to be in America.
No,
but not
the
the
phone
design
you're
process.
holding in your
Making,
pocket was
products
mostly
inside
made
America.
in
What is
China.
stopping?
Like,
Wait a minute.
we are
what is
literally like
stopping-
exporting.
See, and he's going to go into one of the misnomers as far as, oh, I've got an Apple phone, that's an American company, it's made in America. No, most of the phones made for that company are made over in China. And it's like Ford Motor Company. I believe a lot of them are produced in Mexico, which is beyond me, but, and that's what I was trying to describe.
So many
What
services
is
globally,
stopping? What
which
is
is why like
stopping these
which
conflicts?
is why the topic
Hold
of like
on.
a trade deficit is so dumb in the first place.
Let's do the super chat. Calvin comes up with a big 10, says Andrew and Spin. So the plan was to ask for NATO backup when all else fails. Please answer the question and don't spin. Also, what happened to America first? According to Trump, our army big and bad. Andrew, I'll let you go first.
We also get into that topic about how we end up putting in a lot of these regimes and then we want to go about over there and beat them up because they're doing things we didn't expect them to.
Well, I don't know if that was the plan to ask. First of all, nothing's failed. We're like about to win the war. You guys will all see. Very
2 weeks.
Wait, I thought it wasn't a war.
quickly.
Wait, I thought it wasn't a war. It's an excursion. Like,
September.
He said 5 weeks. You know, our assault is going up. Theirs is going down. The guy lost his leg. We don't even know if he's alive. We already killed the first leader and his entire family. Yes, we're going to win the war. I'm sorry if that upsets some of you. That's 100% fact. It's just a matter of how bad are we going to beat the shit out of them before they quit. That's the only question. There's no other question. So that's going to happen. So I don't know if that was the plan. Let me answer the question to ask NATO when all else fails, being that nothing's failed. Everyone is affected by the Strait, so why wouldn't they pitch in if they're our allies? Can you answer that question? Maybe send in like, why wouldn't they?
Because they get their energy from Russia.
They're our allies. We help them. Why wouldn't they?
That's where they get their energy. We can't supply it.
Allyship is not
They like
unconditional
turning the
and goes
lights
involved
on
in
and having
like
a
they're
show.
not obligated to like
Yeah,
go into every like conflict that
One
we
at a
go
time.
into.
It's not.
That last argument was the best one.
It's an obligation. What we're saying is, if you're really our ally and everyone is affected by this,
And what if we doing something immoral? If we just attack some motherfucker, should NATO still help? That's the question. If it's no matter what, no matter what we kick off, hold on, no matter what, hold on, no matter what we kick off, no matter what the United States kicks off.
Silent while I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
I was thinking the same thing, but I'll yield.
I'm speaking. I'm
Another speed date. Let's go.
answering the question that's on the chat. And the second half of it is what happened to America first. It will be a huge benefit.
Hello, Uncle Artie.
If the thorn in the side in the Middle East for the last 40 years, the sole provider and supporter of terrorism.
well, bud, I don't think she does the whole troll thing too much, but I guess if you want, tonight you can go up there and talk about God. I don't think she'll enjoy your soundboard much, so if you're going to go up there, I'd recommend not using the soundboard. She may ask you to hop up on camera. I won't be up on panel tonight, so I won't be able to, like, vouch for you.
In the region that's bothering everyone and attacking their neighbors and closing the strait, affecting everyone. It's good for America and everyone if that regime is no longer in place. So that's why sometimes, yes.
Yeah, he's W and W.
Trump has said several times, and Hegseth has reiterated, we don't want a lengthy, never-ending war, but sometimes conflict is necessary. Because if you make threats and you don't back them up, you have no negotiating power, right? This is
All right,
not
since you answered his question, that was a long answer to the dude's question. You got it. Let me ask you, man, do you, no matter what war we kick off, should they come in? No matter what we do or whatever aggression we decide to do, or should they come in and help us?
Of course not.
All right. So you're saying, why wouldn't NATO come in? It's like, it's illogical. It's logical if you think these guys were the aggressor, and Iran has proved that they will shoot everything down that helps these cats. Now you're gonna pull us into a war with these clowns, all for what? There's plenty reasons why a person will be hesitant to fucking help us on this stupid endeavor.
It's a stupid endeavor to clear the region of the one cause of terror, funding Hezbollah, funding all these. You don't
Is
think
that why we're here? Because I heard 18 reasons. Is that why we're here, to get rid of terrorists?
This is on every president's list, including Biden's, to get done.
Is that why we're there, to get rid of terrorists? And this is how you go about it? Because the terrorists gonna go underground and be in apartment buildings, right? How do you get rid of terrorists following this action if this is what your goal is?
You're asking me
which
how you
one's
get
that
rid of
guy?
them? Well,
Yeah, you say it was to
what
get
the
rid of.
plan is They tell you almost every day. What they're trying to do is defang the Iranian military, so they're no longer capable.
No. That's just create more terrorists, which is where you started off at. These guys are gonna go underground, keep bombing, blow us up over here. How do you stop that by what they're doing?
By making them combat ineffective. That's how. That is the answer.
But how successful they been at that now? I've heard that they targeted and blew up every damn thing.
90% less missiles than when it started, and we have.
It's the straight open or closed right now. Them cats pretty effective, ain't they?
Because
I think 90% of China should alone go through there.
Because the
them terrorists is pretty effective.
The guys.
Is it open or closed?
With one leg. They're very effective because they closed the strait because they put mines in it. That's very effective.
No. They closed it because they blew up the ships, and people scared to drive their ships through it. No, they shot them with the bombs. The drones hit the ships.
They're trying to make everybody feel the pain because they're.
Hello, conspiracy views.
It's done. They're doing it. So how are they gonna stop it? You said their goal was to stop this shit. I'm saying they're ineffective. Everybody getting bombed by these guys.
How much is gas by your house? How much is gas?
Excuse me?
How much is gas by your house?
I paid an extra $1 than I did, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. It was $2.77. It was $3.77 a couple days ago.
So shut the fuck up already. Shut up. You have no argument. $5 gas when Biden was president. And the straight.
I'm sorry. I'm in Chicago, man. Maybe that was where you live at, bro.
Yeah, there was.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I wasn't paying no $5 gas in Chicago, man.
Call the ambulance. No one gives a fuck. The straight
What?
gas is still cheaper.
What is your point, man, about the straight herbos? What is your point? Gas was more expensive under Biden, so we should now fall in line. Is that what your argument was?
They're so effective. They're so effective at closing the strait, and gas is still cheaper.
Gas is cheaper compared to when, nigga. You had to go ahead.
I wanted to give. I wanted to.
It was cheaper a week ago. It's not anymore.
Can everybody hear me? Is my mic coming through just fine? I just want to make sure it couldn't possibly be like a sound system, but I mean, maybe it is. But I know we wouldn't be so rude as to talk over me. I
don't know. To be honest, I think Joe dog walked him in the debate.
wanted to give Spin the opportunity to respond to the question since we started with Andrew, and I wanted to let that one go because Joe and Andrew were having a good conversation. But Spin, to you.
You know, if you're just looking at for who created the better arguments, the arguments with more foundation behind them.
Sir.
Okay, so you want a terrorist country to have military effectiveness to a NATO ally.
Oh,
That's
yeah, he kind of flips that out there every once in a while.
Trying to say?
Sarah's tried to get on to him about it. It's like I don't know, man. Some people, that's just the way they talk. That's how, I mean, he is a black man, so.
And second of all, we didn't start this fucking war. We did not. Israel is the one that had the problem. The United States went in as an ally to back Israel up. So your clouded CNN watching ass can really watch what is going on. Because
does that match America first?
You're making distinctions without a difference. We didn't really do it. We didn't really start. We just was there on day one with another guy who started it.
Yeah, go ahead, Spin. Finish your thought.
Okay, so fuck gas, fuck everything else. If the Strait of Hormuz is closed, it's fucking closed. Yes, they closed it. Yes, it is effective, regardless of what mines are there, regardless of whatever. I go back to what I said earlier. NATO or our allies should be helping. But if they don't, fuck them. They need to be kicked out. or there needs to be sanctions or whatever. You can't sit here. You can't sit here and support a terrorist regime from having powers.
The words don't have the power you think they do with motherfuckers with an IQ over 100, man.
And like you were saying, fuck gas. You know, it's weird
And
that
you
I
have
just
an
remember
IQ
just a
over
couple of
100?
months ago. I remember just a couple of months ago, everybody was bragging about, oh, gas prices are down to $2 a gallon. Yay! Good, go, the gas king Trump. And now your argument is, oh, so what? The gas prices are raising. Fuck gas. I don't understand it. I don't understand the complete and absolute fucking flip flop.
And
Under
speaking
regime
of,
change in Iran today. Let's go.
speaking of gas prices, you have a tomato tax that needs to be paid. We are currently
I left him with his head in his hands.
sitting at 4 out of 10 on the Dono Go with 9 minutes left. So that means I'm going to make the panelists harass you, plead, beg, demand. They're going to compete for who has the best advertisement on trying to get you to help finish that Dono goal, because you only have about 8 minutes left to do so. And also shout out to Ayatin with her membership. She's been a member over here on the Gauntlet and sending in her tomato tax. So let's go around the world and tell all of these fine
Round
motherfuckers what they need to do.
Oh yeah, you guys get to hear me grifting now. What's funny about this, all these people, or a lot of these guys were up there, you know, like, hey, please send in your money, please send in your money, and I went the other route. I decided to attack the chat.
Listen, people, it's $10 to boot one of us. Pick somebody. I don't care who. Like them, hate them. It's all for fun. $100 gets rid of them forever. So if there's someone you really don't like up here, mind you, that can't be spin, that'll get rid of them for the whole evening. All we need to do to make the goal is 6 more. Come on, let's go. We can do it. Make Sarah happy.
You can do it. You could do it. Make me happy today. It's been a weird night tonight. Power outage. My son calling me crying. All this weird shit. But I'm still here for you. Spin, tell them.
Listen, you need to get that goal. If you want to hear us and the libtards getting in an argument about shit that they are misinformed about, you need to pay that $10. And to the guy with the horrible fucking laugh. Yeah.
Oh, I love Joe's laugh.
Listen, pay the
Every laugh
tax.
is beautiful.
Pay the tax. I mean, a libtard from Chicago can laugh like that. I think we all can.
We all love Joe's laugh. Bones, you just got here a little bit ago, but you're not ready to quit yet, are you?
As the world's most based liberal here, and the most smug, by the way, most smug here, if you want to see me gone and my smug ass gone, then it is your obligation to donate to the stream and get me the fuck out of this panel. So if you want to do it, you'd save Spin City a lot of grief. You'd save Andrew a lot of grief. You'd save a lot of these conservatards a lot of grief. So yeah, absolutely donate and knock me out of here. Okay, do it.
Yeah, send his ass back to Minneapolis where he belongs.
Simon, shut up. Simon, shut up. We're in the middle of a grift session here. And for the record, I think the gentlemen are ahead now, ladies. They've been sending a lot of love in. I think the ladies are behind. Effigy, tell them, Effigy, what they need to do.
Look, I've got it on very good authority that Spin gets a shitload of free money from the government because he is Native American Hill people. So I know for a fact that if you boot him, he will try to bring himself back up, and it will get into a recursive cycle where we will reach that goal really fast.
Can't be booted, fuck idiot.
He can't be booted. He was here from the beginning.
damn,
He
that's
has
right.
a no boot immunity.
Don't let that stop you from trying.
Don't let that stop
Yes.
you. Don't be a quitter.
Maybe if you give Sarah enough money, that no boot moniker will go away.
This is true. This is true.
I think we need the fuck ass ticker, please.
Fuck ass ticker. Simon, tell everyone what they need to do. Welcome to the panel, Simon. Simon just got here. You want to stay and play, right, Simon?
I'm cool. Like I'm just chilling. I'm just listening to what you're talking about. Like I ain't got no sign going on. My volume's kind of low though. Like you don't turn that shit
That's
up. I'd say-
probably for good reason. Simon, tell them what they need to do so that the show can continue.
They need to turn around and donate to the channel. They want to donate to the channel, and they want to go ahead and make sure that they know what Christmas looks like, because Christmas is not coming to everybody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Goodness gracious, Simon. Simon will probably be the first person booted off this panel. Zers, tell them nice and slow.
So first I have to make two very good points before I get serious. For dry eyes, clear eyes. And I like turtles. Anyway, so you guys suck. Listen, this is happening way too much. I mean, I'm not kidding. You guys have been not hitting those donos. You know, been not, and you guys like to hear us up here, right? I mean, you're obviously there in the chat, and you're, you know, a bunch of cowards and won't come up here. See, that'll get me kicked. And but the problem is not us. We're up here doing what we're supposed to do to get these donos, and you guys are just, I mean, hit the donos, man. Hit the damn donos.
Blame the audience. That's right. Blame the audience.
Yes. And before I move on to Andrew, Crawl Russ sent in a big 10 cents for shits and gigs. I like shits and gigs, but Texas Bully Mom fires back with another 10 and says for gigs and shits. And then of course Howard 8888 comes in with another 10, says Hail Odin, motherfuckers. Tell
Hail
them-
Godfather!
And Iote comes in with another 10, says Tres más. 3 more, she says. 3 more for those non-Spanish speaking folks. Sneaky Skeleton, that's you, Bones, right? Sneaky Skeleton is not only contributing up on panel, but he's also contributing in the chat and helping you out. And that leads us with just one more dono goal. Andrew, yell at them. Tell them what they need to do.
One more, please. I was about to go to sleep. I was literally in my pajamas. I got dressed, put my hat on just so I can come on this panel. So just let's not miss it for one dono goal.
Keep Andrew awake.
Please
all
keep
night.
me awake with the one dono goal.
Someone's lying, right?
No, I was
My
going to go to
spidey
sleep.
senses were tingling.
I was going to go to sleep.
Bones,
I have work in the morning.
I did send you an invite earlier on
Yep,
Discord.
you did. I just happened to be
Okay.
available at the time I was coming on.
That's fair. That's fair. Mr. Boulderson.
That last dono should be to put myself and Bones in a one-on-one, and I will grind this little bone to make my bread, and we'll see.
Super shot.
Find his bones.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Andrew awake.
Please
all
keep
night.
me awake with the
What
one
did he
dono
just
goal.
say?
That's where someone's lying, right?
No, I was
My
going to go to
spidey
sleep.
senses were tingling.
I was going to go to sleep.
Bones,
I
I
have
did
work in the
send you.
morning.
I did send you an invite earlier on
Yep,
Discord.
you did. I just happened to be
Okay.
available at the time I was coming on.
That's fair. That's fair. Mr. Boulderson.
That last dono should be to put myself and Bones in a one-on-one, and I will grind this little bone to make my bread, and we'll see. We'll see.
Are you saying you want to grind his bones? Wow.
No.
My Lord.
Oh my
OnlyFans.
Lord.
OnlyFans is where that belongs, not on YouTube.
And last one. We did hit the dodo goal, but we got to get Joe
Very
in that
good.
famous laugh.
Well, yes, I wasn't going to beg anyway. You guys should know and recognize you're the best show in town. This shit
Aw.
pays for itself. Don't you want to see Joe Cool up here pin down these righties like jelly? What's more interested in that shit? What's more interested in breaking these cats from their cognitive dissonance, man? The show has just begun. And thank you for making it a dono goal.
Says the guy from the immigrant capital of the world.
Y'all put them here. The Republicans sent them here on buses, and now they crying.
I forgot to read Bones. He says conservative dog walking will continue until morale improves. And of course, Brick's hanging. He jumps backstage. He says, "Fuck you, Simon." Background noise. Simon, yeah.
That's
Holy
funny.
shit, somebody's dying.
That's funny. So what happened there was a mic slip. I thought that my mic was muted. I just took a big old dab and exhaled, and of course gagged up half a lung. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Who the
That was a good one, wasn't
Sorry,
it?
I took a big old
Somebody was
dab. and-
beatboxing over there.
What the fuck is that? Brick,
Sorry, I
welcome
took a big
hot
old
box
dab
thing.
and
Oh,
gagged
them
up a lung.
dabs are
Thank you for
brutal.
including
You
Simon
gotta mute before you
backstage.
dab.
Oh my goodness. And Texas Bullymon with the final win with the Big Ten says just to make Toasty happy and shut up.
I'm gonna
love
sit
it.
down, Texas Bully
Love it.
Mom. I'm gonna sit down.
Andrew.
You win. I'm gonna sit
Andrew,
down.
we're not fucking outnumbered anymore. Oh my god. Hi, Clay.
I must apologize again. I thought I muted
What's
my
up, brother,
mic and instead
I would still
talking
consider
crazy.
conservatives to be outnumbered because Spin City is just a victim here.
Yeah,
Oh.
a victim,
No,
a
he was up
victim-
here by himself.
victim of what? A victim of what?
Oh, of the other panelists, obviously.
Oh, okay.
I thought
All right.
you would have gotten that, but it seems like you didn't.
Well, you know, I always come back for abuse, and I love Sarah, and I
can
saw
tell.
it, and I said, I'll be right there. I was in this fucking panel for almost 3 hours to make sure that I got my ass a no boot. So,
He was in there. His shit was sitting back there for a while. Kerry comes in with the Big Ten, says this recent Iran strike is the worst decision Trump has made in office. We will win we will win though, no question. Just how long it will take and how much it costs unless we get a
Agreed.
peace deal somehow. All right. Anybody have thoughts they want to add into
I
that?
think
And
that
thank
was-
you.
well, at least she's
no
happy.
new wars, peaceful president. By the way, just saying.
Thank you to all of the panelists for telling everybody to send in their donos. I get so excited when you guys do it and it comes through and it all works out well. Last week was really weird. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but for some reason we just couldn't hit the dono goal. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. Backstage, I've got Simon and Big Sarge hanging out. If you want to see either of them on panel, you got to send in a Big Ten to boot someone else. The avatars usually are the first target, but Joe is a no boot, just for the record. So you can't boot Joe. He popped on out of my request. Did anybody want to jump in on this donut?
I think
did.
it's a little delusional to just assume we're going to win. China and Russia are ready to back into this, and our allies, as this discussion just had for 20 minutes, are not wanting to back us. Funny enough, Northern Europe gets their gas and energy from Russia, and weirdly enough, they like to cook things and turn on lights. It's so fighting against those guys is a real tough pull.
And this is how the new Mujahideen or the new ISIS are formed from shit just
Oh
like
my
this.
god. There's
You don't
some more
think so?
fucking retard shit.
What are you
This
talking
is
about?
literally how all of them were
ISIS
formed.
was
Wait a
Literally.
minute.
before we invaded
Hold on,
Iraq.
hold on.
Wait a
Spin City
minute,
is like
wait a
everything
minute.
you disagree with, just like libtard shit that you haven't looked up
That
yet.
is libtard propaganda. Bullshit.
Have you?
Okay.
confirmed that it is?
It's fucking
Well, look,
propaganda.
Look,
Watch
my
more CNN and
propaganda side with Minnesota
MSNBC.
did not give me that script. I'm just
I
telling you
don't
right now. They
even
did
know
not
what
give
the
me
thing
that
was
script.
said
Name
because everybody's talking at once.
Right.
Thank you, Ben.
I'm
I love
mostly
this for you.
laughing.
And I just want to say, Big Sarge backstage was a very
It
strong
does from time
contributor
to time
for
get
tonight's show. So I think somebody from the audience
a little
should help get
garbled
Big
with too
Sarge
many
up
people
here.
talking.
He's back there, cammed up, ready to go, and he's been dying to get on these panels. He's been keeping an eye on them a lot lately, and really, really, really wants on. I don't think we should hold him back. So, chat, you have the decision-making skills here. All right, back to you guys.
There's nothing Joe Cool's just said that was incorrect, right? When we funded Afghanistan against the Soviets, the Mujahideen turned into Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda, we start wars over that. What happens to Al Qaeda in Iraq? They become ISIS. Like, all of this shit keeps dominoing. And if we do this to Iran, yes, something else could just fucking pop out of Iran that's even worse. It is not out of pocket to say that shit after like fucking 70 years of having it happen.
No, but Balderson was incorrect in saying that we might not win the war. Like, we're definitely winning the war. We could win the war right now.
Because your propaganda says so.
Let me just finish. Let me just explain, and then you can say if you agree or not. Right now, we could win the war. We're not trying to have massive loss of life in Iran, but think about it for a second. Why do they still have power? Why do they still have power? Do you think that we can't take out their power grid? We're not capable? Or do they have power because we're not trying to affect, even though you guys think we're like killing children and murdering
Oh, no,
babies?
we'll get there, and we are.
No, but why do they still have power?
Because we ain't got there yet. We will flatten them like we did everybody else and keep blaming it on someone hiding in the basement of a hospital. We'll get there. Give it time.
To keep the power on. We've not unleashed the full force of the American military on them.
Because
by
then
any
the full
means.
force of
Nor
all
are we
their
going
allies
to.
will fight back.
But we could annihilate Iran in one day if that's what we chose to do. We're not going to do that.
We can't.
Keep in mind, we would literally be breaking so many like international laws and some of our own laws if we just like nuked the entire power grid of Iran.
I'm just
We'd
saying
like
we have the
not just
capability
international law. I'm
to.
talking about national law. We cannot
my
just
God.
in
Here's this
conflict
I'm not talking
and just
about law.
fucking
I'm talking about
harass
force.
citizens.
I'm not talking about
talking
law.
about
I'm saying we have the
Fucking
full
murder them.
capability to do that, to neutralize Iran at any time. We're just not.
Then you're cool
doing
with
it.
breaking the law?
I'm not talking. What was the
Dude,
question?
Iran has 90 million people, and they've been preparing for this because guess what? For 30 years, we've been threatening it. Every year, Israel comes up and goes, "Oh, hey, Iran is 2 weeks from being nuclear capable."
What are they
watching it for fucking since I was a first young adult?
What do they
Since
chant?
I was
Death
a
to
first,
America?
shut the fuck up.
Death
Since
to
I was
America?
first a young adult, they've been doing it every year. And what we did was go up there, and they're doing 50 and a 55, but they could do 70, and you need to go to war with them. And Trump's the first sucker that went and did
That
it.
fell for
Hey,
it,
man,
right?
that is the
tried it on-
argument I've been making for the longest
They
time.
tried it on every president. Trump is the first sucker who fell
So
for
we're
it.
quite literally like bound by the law of armed conflict in the United States to not like just violate the Geneva Conventions. We codified a lot of the Geneva Conventions specifically because we do not want to just sit here and fucking nuke citizens.
Right, I agree.
It's
We're not
pretty
going
fucking
to do
obvious.
that.
We're
And it is accurate that Israel. It is accurate that Israel has asked every single president in the United States since Reagan to attack Iran, and every single president has denied those mostly false allegations of their nuclear power for weapons. Now, what they are building nuclear is mostly for power and medical uses. They're nowhere near, and even our own administration's officials had to recently say that they weren't at all capable of making a nuke within 10 years. If
And
they
we had
would
some
have
checks and balances. then, too.
the other statement after that was if they would have tried, they could have been capable within weeks. Well, I could have made $1 million. Guess what? I fucking did it.
I mean, none of this matters anyway because Rubio told us why we went to war, and they just admitted it a minute ago. Israel told the U.S. that they were going to bomb Iran and that Iran was going to blame them anyway, so they might as well bomb them with them. Like that's
He better
100%
not
what
say no
happened.
crazy shit like that.
Big
to
Sarge
answer-
comes in with a big 5 and says, I am tired. He's
Yeah, I
fucking
like
tired
Cody.
of being
Pretty
told to
fair balance.
sacrifice for the greater good, and all we get is a new norm. Big Sarge could have just added $5 more to that and then just picked a person on panel to boot, and he could have freaking been speared. You're killing me. Somebody in the chat, please get Big Sarge up on this panel right now as soon as possible. He's loving this. I'm loving it. I love new faces, and I think Big Sarge came from he was an Alex recommendation, Alex Kirsch project. So I really want to get him up here. I'm delighted. All right, back to you.
do we want another 9/11?
No,
Nobody
but that's what
wants
we're
that.
working on.
We're-
That's
we're
exactly what
working
happened. Was
hard
the
as
chickens
possible
came
to
home
get
to
one.
roost.
I absolutely
That's
don't
very
want our
unironically
government to
bringing
fuck
us
us
closer
over.
to another
Hold on,
Ben.
Right, I don't
Hold
want
on,
the
Ben.
government
Hold
to.
on,
Yes.
hold on.
You want a robber to come in and red rum your grandma? Like, that's the question you're asking. Like, no, of course I don't.
Okay, so then take away the potential or the very good possibility of something like that happening in this country again.
How do we do that?
Take out. We're fucking doing it, moron.
Dumbest fucking premise I've ever heard.
Yeah,
You can't.
how are we doing that exactly?
Agree to my hypothetical
When the
and put it
new
anyway.
just was announced like a week ago. Like they're still, the IRGC is still like terrorizing its citizens. Like we haven't really fundamentally changed anything in Iran. Like, congratulations, we effectively did nothing.
Yeah, the question was,
It's a work in
was
progress.
the
Costs
war
a lot of money to
good?
do
And I
nothing.
don't, or
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
we fucked
strike
over world
good?
supplies.
Was the
Yeah,
strike good?
that's
And I don't think the strike was good, but I do think that we will end up ultimately, beating the heck out of them until they surrender.
Of course,
But I
we'll flatten
don't.
them in the
I
end.
Until we
don't
fail the
think
nation
regime
build in the next,
change.
like,
I
20
don't
years, and
think
then we
regime
have another
change will
terrorist
happen
regime.
without
Hold on.
boots
Trump
on the ground,
gave
and
them-
that is
Trump
lost.
gave them
And well, I'm in the middle
the
of talking while
ultimatum.
you said, "Hold on." Sir. Anyway, when it comes down to regime change.
Hold on. Iotin, I forgot to label Joe Cool as no boot. That's my apologies. Pick someone else. Iotin, I'll fix it. Was my fault. I should have labeled him. No.
You said it like 8 times. He really
That's
wanted me
okay.
gone.
Had him labeled no boot, but then when he got booted out because of the video you
right,
played,
that's
when he
right.
came back, it didn't have it.
So regime change would require boots on the ground, and that would be much more loss of American lives, and I don't think I'm behind that.
And more
So-
extended war, too.
There you go. Bones got the boot. Bones is in the back. And she even sent in another 10 just to reaffirm. Maybe she just wanted a reason to send 2 10s. Anyone else think maybe that's a possibility? Because she
I
could have
tend to
just
see her.
told me in the chat. She could have just told me in the chat. But I love this. And she's helping work towards your next goal. You guys got some time on that one still. But yeah, Bones, go enjoy some tea while you're sitting backstage. Big Sarge, welcome, my friend. You got a lot to say. Go ahead, spit it out.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. I've been switching over to the new studio today, so I don't have any video, so you'll have to forgive me. But once I get that up and running, I'll get the video up and running. Spin, man, I can't believe you're a fellow Pennsylvanian, bro. I just can't believe I'm sitting here listening to you spew all this MAGA crap. All right. Now, before you start, and again, I knew this was going to happen. I could see it by the face right there.
Yeah, try more that someone thinks differently than you.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. All right, before you say anything, number one, I voted for Trump because I thought he was a lesser of the two evils. Okay.
He was.
All right. And
Is.
number two, because I cared about our economy, because I got sick and tired of our economy being
Say that
trashed.
now.
All right. Even though that's not, it's not happening right now. It's as about as shitty as it's ever been. But I got sucked into this whole hope and change thing that I got sucked in 2008 as well. All right. And yes, I voted for Obama in 2008. I didn't vote for him in 2010 or 2012 rather. Okay. Because McCain was an asshole. All right. Anyhow, my point of this is I am so sick and tired of sitting here listening to how much we as Americans have to fucking sacrifice every single day when the pump is up. You're from Pennsylvania. I see a Penn State thing. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from the Harrisburg area. All right. Our gas is almost $4.
I am from the Pittsburgh area.
All right. Well, our gas is almost $4 a gallon. All right. My groceries.
And you giving me shit about Chicago and you from Pittsburgh, boo.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
And my groceries have quadrupled in prices, doubled since Trump's been in office.
This is first order effect bias. Can you get to something that's actually relevant?
Excuse me?
This is called first order effects bias. You're only talking about what affects you. Can we talk about the actual topic?
No, I like God's favorite ant, but that's not for first order effect bias. If that was a God's favorite ant, if it wasn't, I'm sorry. But a first order effect would be something that only affects them. But however, the rise in gas prices has affected everybody nationwide. Depending on where you are, maybe higher or lower prices. Like some people are paying $3.40 and some people are paying near $5, $4.80 and stuff. But if you go back to just weeks before the war, or before the excursion, sorry, that sometimes they call it a war, sometimes they call it excursion, or whatever they want to try to call it. But weeks before that, if you go back to what you paid for gas then and what you paid for gas now, there is a huge difference.
It's because I'm a fucking American. It
He's the
affects
only
me.
guy paying
I voted,
gas
all right?
gas
Can I finish
prices.
first before
The
you
rest
interrupt
of us
me?
are all paying
All right,
great
first off,
prices. He's the only one.
shut
for
up
sure.
and let me finish, okay? And
Go
then
ahead.
Boulderson's trying to point that out
allow
as
me,
well.
At least allow the new guy to get in here and say something. All right.
Well, say something. That's my point.
Oh, I'm sorry,
He
because
did.
I don't believe in what you believe in. That I'm saying. I'm
No,
not,
because
You're
you're
fine,
not
man.
saying anything
Go
that
on. You're
matters.
good. You're good.
and you've been spewing. I ain't even heard you talk the whole damn time you've been here. Anyhow, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I don't even know who the hell that was. Who was that?
It was a few of them.
Try more.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Go ahead, Sarge.
Anyhow, my point is, all Americans, not just myself, most Americans are tired of sitting here being told to sacrifice and sacrifice and sacrifice. And then the only thing that happens is we get a new norm, whether it's in gas prices or increase in groceries or whatever, or a shit economy. We're sitting here day in and day out having to listen to this rhetoric, no matter what administration is in office. It doesn't matter if it's Trump, Biden, it doesn't matter. And it's not getting any better. And that's my point. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Oh, most certainly. All right, go ahead, Spin.
Okay, I left Pennsylvania because of the dumb liberal fucking Democratic bullshit in Pennsylvania. That's why I left. Second of all,
The liberal bastion.
Yeah,
of
I agree with Sarge.
Pennsylvania.
It's not a liberal or conservative thing. It's an American thing, and that's where you people fail to understand.
wait a minute, Sarge. Let me explain what I'm saying. You are feeling well. Let me digress a second. My parents are on a fixed income. They still live in Pennsylvania.
Okay, he started talking about his parents, and then he said, "Let me digress." Typically, when you say I digress, you mean stop talking about what you're talking about at that moment and go to maybe a different angle or a different subject. It doesn't mean just continue saying what you were saying before you said I digress. It typically means stop and reset. Or basic definition.
Okay, they are north of Pittsburgh. Okay, they are
Digress
paying.
means to stop.
For fuck's sakes!
That was funny though.
Pennsylvania.
You can find him all over. Joe Cool hangs out everywhere.
They are paying.
Do they
Go ahead,
control
Spin.
whether the Strait of Hormuz opens or
I'm
closes?
trying, Sarah. I'm trying.
Go ahead, Spin. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the current topic of discussion.
No,
it's perfect.
I'm,
It's perfect. Go
I'm
ahead,
responding to you as a Pennsylvanian or original origin of Pennsylvania. My parents on a fixed income are spending about a quarter more.
Well, he is an auditor.
On gas, on food, etc., etc. I will not be ashamed to say that I've had to help my parents because of the inflation.
But I guess he's got some sort
Shut
of
the
award
fuck
somewhere.
up.
This guy's really touchy.
Shit.
You all right, man?
Even here in Central Florida. I'm sorry, Sarah. Even here in Central Florida, we are seeing, if not record inflation, just as much as the rest of the country.
Oh well, yeah, that's
I mean-
what I said. Everybody is feeling the pain at the pump and the pain at groceries. I'm not just saying Pennsylvania. I can only
No,
speak.
I wasn't singling Pennsylvania, Sarge, at all. I was not. I am tired of paying $4 worth of gas already. We should not. You are correct. Because of whatever is going on in the Middle East, we should not suffer. However, it's the nature of the beast. And in regards to this conflict, and it's not a fucking war. I am so sick and tired of people saying this is a war. It is not.
Trump said
It's an
it's a war.
excursion. It's like a sea cruise. You know, you could pay
If
extra.
someone
to
dropped
bomb-
a house, would we be at war with them if another country did?
And Hegseth needs to
I would.
call it a war.
Like, this is so dumb.
Do you want me to answer the question?
You know, Trump
Go
called
ahead.
it a war.
Would you like me to answer the question?
Yep.
Okay. If someone were to White House, which is highly
Oh, you mean the Trump Epstein files? Oh my God! Do you realize that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files more than Epstein himself? You can Google it. You can look it up. Search it however you wish. Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files more than Epstein. It should be called the Trump Epstein files.
fucking unlikely. Highly unlikely. I will not say it is
And
not
now
out
he's
of the
looking at
realm of the
Cuba.
possibility. I think there would be. I think there would be a lot more consequences than the world would ever see. That's my opinion. So there's your answer. Now back to
it sounds like
Sarge.
something you
That we'd be at war. Yeah. Gotcha.
It's like, hey, let's go, hoorah. I don't support that idea either.
What don't you support? I don't get it.
Let's just create World War III because we want to, and fuck everybody's gas prices is basically the argument you were just making.
Okay, how much at the gas pump? Wait a minute. Let's go back to the gas pump. How much are you paying for a gallon of regular gas? 87 octane.
Oh, I believe I'm in Oregon, so we're like $5. We're up there. We're in one of those
Are
Democratic
you
states.
are you tired?
they
Are you tired of
definitely-
paying
they
$5 a gallon?
definitely- Okay, yeah, I understand. No, because I have an electric scooter and electric bicycle. Why though? See, that's a complicated area where our states. So speaking of that, somebody showed me that they filled up at the pump for like $98 in California. I don't remember looking to see how many gallons it was, but I thought to myself to look up how much it cost on average to charge an electric car at your house if you drive it, you know, like an average vehicle. And I guess the information I got was it would cost around from $50 to $100 extra on top of your power bill if you just today got an electric car and put an electric charging station and charged at your house. It would cost you additional $50 to $100 in electricity. So that's a month compared to how long is that tank of gas gonna last you? Have made the decision to add extra taxes and extra environmental safeties, and that brings up the cost of our gas.
No shit. It's what's happening here.
Yeah, that was another one that I wanted to mention on another show, and didn't end up going up there. But yeah, there was a law that Congress just denied, which would open up. What was it? It wasn't necessarily worded the SH. It was inappropriate or complaints of inappropriate actions in Congress. I can't remember the exact wording, but yeah, basically harassment, and they voted it all down. Now, the only reason I can think that is because they know either themselves or somebody else is going to wrapped up in this crap, and they're trying to protect their own.
We just don't have the tax. From what I understand, and I can be absolutely wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong, is the suppliers are the one that are driving up the price at the pump currently because of the conflict that we are in with Iran.
What's happening with the conflict is the loss of
supply chain is broken.
Oil. Yes, the loss of oil to the world, basically, especially with those Strait of Hormuz being under siege. There's been several ships that were like, one was from India, another one was from China, that have nothing to do with this little excursion that I guess you could pay extra for.
They're also not something we need to protect.
It's really simple, Spin. You bomb Iran, gas price go up.
Yeah.
It's
you bomb Iraq. You bomb Iraq, gas price goes up.
Well, but see, the thing that was different from Iraq and Iran, Iraq had a much smaller population, so it was much easier to do what we did, and it still took us for frickin' ever.
Okay.
If we don't
war or conflict is not settled overnight. I go back to what I was originally going to say.
The ding-dong president says it is.
Hold the fuck on. Trump said, before this, shut the fuck up, you cackling ass.
It is like 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Trump said, prior to the strike, this conflict that we are in, Trump gave them ample opportunity to lay down their arms and make a deal. They were disingenuous through the whole negotiations.
They weren't bearing arms against us.
Had a deal
they weren't bearing arms against us. They were bearing arms against another country. And you guys started with this entire idea of America first. It's
you
not
were wrong
America
with the deal. They had a deal in place already. Trump didn't make the deal part better. He made it worse. They already had a deal. So he gets no credit for trying to make a deal after he destroyed one that already existed.
He's a terrible deal maker. He only became a billionaire and had the #1 show on TV for 10 years. He's just a moron.
He started with his daddy's money and lost every penny of it.
Everything you guys
and then apparently made it back into billions.
He just keeps winning, win, and you guys just keep crying. Like
his state company went down. His water company went down. His casino. How do you lose a casino? How do you lose a casino? The house always wins. You have to be a fucking idiot to lose a casino.
All right. God, Matthew McConaughey, where you at? I still have Bones backstage, and also Mr. Sexy Stud, redheaded, crazy Texas rancher Admiral Gibbs is hanging back there too. I would love to see him up here as
I end up getting kicked off right shortly after Gibbs joined, which is, I guess, kind of good because he's a bit of a clown.
well. But
and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's a bit of a character.
Can't just bring them up. You know what you have to do, chat. Also, we'll probably shift the topic here in maybe another 15 minutes. So start to wind down your thoughts on the matter. And we'll keep on moving. Your dono goal is still moving. You got 2 out of 10 right now, 38 minutes to go on that one. But yes, and Texas Bully Mom's got it right in the chat. She said, tomatoes are fucking flying tonight. Let's get a round of red in the chat. I'd love to see nothing but tomatoes just light up for the shit show that's going down already. Okay, go ahead, Spin. Take us off.
Ben. What I would like you to explain to me that I understand, because you understand me the best, how I'm wrong.
That they've never broken the nuclear proliferation treaty. That we even admitted that they've let in the inspector every time. Our entire case has been they're doing 50 and a 55, but they might do 70. They could do 70 in 2 weeks. They could be doing 70, and we preemptively attacked them.
I didn't hear the last part of it, Ben. I'm sorry.
Because apparently people on this panel don't know how to fucking talk one at a time.
Can you please finish what you were saying? I did not hear what you said.
The entire thing that we have operated off of, and Trump is the one who broke the treaty and bailed out of it. The thing that we're operating off of is they're doing 50 and a 55. They could do 70 in 2 weeks. They could do 70 in 2 months. They could be doing 70 all over. We need to attack them before they do 70 when they have kept to the treaty the whole time.
Okay. So my response to that would be, the threat that they were making, and we all know what that threat was. Iran. The threat, death to the America. We're going to take this one out. We're going to take that one out, etc., etc. We all know this. Would you agree that Israel was the agitator, and would you agree that the United States backs Israel? I don't want to say 100%. I would say the biggest majority to help further loss of life not to happen. Ben, I'm just not talking about Israel. I'm talking about all the surrounding countries like Dubai and the other ones that they, for a lack of better terms, I don't remember exactly all of them. But would you agree that taking out the potential or an imminent threat to decrease the potential further loss of life?
Get out of here with that crap. In other words, we should just
hold on.
We're at it too, right? Because China and Russia are imminent threats, so we should just start invading them. That's the dumbest fucking analogy I think.
That's not what I'm alluding to.
Only 2 countries changed.
You alluded to what? We should take them out too?
Only 2. There's only 2 of them. No, we shouldn't take them out, but you act like we're just going to start attacking every single one. Only Iran and North Korea chant death to America. That's it. Not China, not Russia. So to say that we should attack them also is not the case. And to say that they're going 70 miles an hour is not the case. They're the thorn in the side of the entire Middle East for the last 40 years. They're bothering all their neighbors.
Oh, you mean since we overthrew their democratically elected government and installed this government that's in there now? You mean since then?
Can you repeat that?
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Hold on. Ben, why don't you say it again?
You mean since we overthrew their democratically elected government and installed the one that they have now since then? Yeah, it's been a problem. It's weird, right?
We installed the one that the Islamic Revolution overthrew.
Yeah, I don't think that's correct.
We installed the Shah, and then the Islamic Revolution overthrew that and became this.
Yeah, that's Pahlavi, who we're trying to get back in there.
Still our fault, yes.
But it's just a little bit on the details.
Since we started the first thing they did was and are we going to pretend like we haven't completely fucked with them for the last 20 years, even if not directly in a proxy war style, where we just completely give Israel billions and billions of dollars in money and in weapons so they can continue this fight? And are you going to pretend like one of a 4-star general didn't sit and say that we were going to attack 7 different countries, and we aren't down to the last 2 of those countries? The rest of the hit list has been fulfilled 100%, and it's all, including the move that we made overthrowing their democratically elected government, was to uphold the petrodollar, because once we left the gold standard, the petrodollar is the only thing that backs our dollar for any value whatsoever.
I don't know.
You've identified the linchpin for our economy, and that's exactly what we're defending.
But
I'm sorry you don't like it. You might, and I don't either. But it's what we have to work.
You don't
with,
get to kill people because you're bad.
Yes, we
at
do. We
economy.
absolutely do.
That's how
We absolutely do. Who's going to stop it, Ben?
I ran myself bankrupt.
And
so
I believe
I
I get
people.
kicked out
That's the most
shortly
jackass
after
shit
this
I ever heard.
speed
So-
date.
So only we have to follow a different rule set than any other country that's been the world power for all of history that's exerted their
What rule
influence.
set is that?
Of course, we should do something different. Why?
What
I
rule
just
set
want
is that we're not following?
Every empire that's ever existed, how do you think that they exert their influence? And why are you so mad at us? You don't talk about the slavery that still goes on, chattel slavery in Africa, or the Arabs that still practice slavery also.
You mean the people that are our allies?
Like, why do you hate America? Why are we the evil ones?
Libya? That's
Why
now
are we
an
the-
open air slave market. We caused that. We caused that shit. Don't fucking
Man,
try
I
and pretend
can't
you're the
remember what
fucking
I
good
did.
guy
I
while you
did some stuff
preemptively
after
We
the
caused
stream
it.
and then laid
We
down.
caused it.
Yeah.
You think we went there and got off the boats and captured them? Is that what you think? Do you think we captured Africans? Wait, let me ask you one question. Do you think we got off our boats and captured Africans? Is that what you think happened? Or did we buy them? 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 Or did we buy them?
Talking about the 1700s.
Okay, because you made a dumb claim that we started it.
You don't want to make dumb claims.
we
Stay
went-
on point. Stay on point, dipshit. You don't need to just talk. Stay on point.
I'm trying to follow your point that went there first. You
No,
said
we
we
just got the
caused it.
basic facts correct. Like we didn't install the Ayatollah for one. We didn't.
Right.
We overthrew the fucking pit. Their democratically elected.
We were
fucking government.
the instigator in
Installed
Libya that was
one
ran.
that was horrible.
Idiot.
It led to where they are now.
Why is everything
Wasn't
our
done.
fault? Why is everything our fault?
Because we did it, dipshit. You
Well,
can't
Because he's an
say
anti-government
what are we
retard
supposed to do?
that's
Not
just
exert our
gonna
influence
all
around the world?
close the world on the United States because he hates our
You can't
government.
preemptively do things and pretend like it's
He
not
absolutely
your fault.
can because we just did.
So what are we supposed to do, Balderson? Not exert our influence? Is that what you're saying? We should not
Do good
exert
business.
American influence?
Do good business, yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do
we're
good
not.
business for America. Yes, it's good
No,
for
we're
America
not.
if this regime falls.
We're
Yes.
trying to prop up
I think
shit
when
business.
this is happening, I'm
Hey,
just
that's
kind of
your
like,
Protect
opinion.
our economy.
We've worldly
Not really
devalued
listening,
our
but
dollar in our
listening, like,
country, and we're trying to prop it up
kinda
through
like it's
fucking
music.
force and
Okay,
doing horrible
that's your
business.
opinion, but
That's not
either
an
way,
opinion,
we're
that's
working
fucking
towards
fact.
American influence. What you may not agree with the tactics or the strategy, but that's what we're doing. So I don't see why that's a problem or why you have a problem with that.
Well, I know
Like, you
because you
just
got no
hate
fucking
America.
morals. You think it's okay to just run around and attack people because we're 39 trillion in the fucking hole.
I didn't say it was
That's
okay.
not why we attacked them.
That's what you're saying. It is.
No, it's not. I
We don't know why we
I'm not
attacked
gonna
them.
support it.
I thought it was nuclear weapons that we attacked them over that.
well, wait, but I thought he
Speaking
knocked out the
of-
nuclear weapons 2 weeks before.
Speaking
Yeah,
of nuclear
does anybody
weapons,
remember that he knocked out any capability just 2 weeks before he decided to, I guess, take out their capability again?
got three of them sitting backstage. We've got Bones of Doom, Admiral Gibbs, and Motor City Maniac. It's been a while since Motor City's been around. So I would definitely love to get three new people up here, but the only way to do that is to boot with your bucks. Send in a measly, easy, simple $10. And $10 means you get to take charge of this panel and say who goes, who stays, and what happens. The only people you cannot boot would be Mr. Balderson, Mr. Joe, and Mr. Spin. They stay because they've been here since the beginning. All right,
Beginning.
Is the chat still sucking, man? They're not giving it, man. What the heck?
Question.
Sometimes, and Chuck is backstage as well. So boot with your bucks, get people up to play a little switcheroo.
Well, he did
have some
say he
fun,
feels it in his
and
bones.
we'll
Is
get
that
this
like
party
the bone
started.
spur?
I
Go
want to go
ahead.
down the business trail of this aspect of what it is that we should actually be doing. What exactly is it that Iran wants that America has? I'm just curious. What can we do to do good business? Balderson actually brought up a really good point. Like the idea of just going and taking people's stuff. To me, that's just it's not really wise. I mean, it's just a matter of time before the big bully on the playground gets smacked around by all the kids, because all the kids will come in and just, do what they need to do. But
I like getting smacked around sometimes, though.
Nice. You made the total panel go dead silent.
But what
that is a whole fucking topic for another fucking day.
You broke their calculators.
Because, and I like the idea of actually.
And now the donuts come rolling in. Look at that shit.
Come and get it.
All right, hold your thought. Actually, Clay, I'm gonna let you finish your thought because the boot just came in for you. And then Ant, I'm gonna go ahead and send you back. And then Big Sarge is actually going to make his exit because he's an old man that needs to go to bed. Big Sarge, would you like to say anything, your final thoughts to the panel before you go?
No, just thanks for having me on. It was pretty fun for the first time. Yo, Spin, I want a one-on-one with you. All right.
Oh,
I'll talk to
hold on. Big Sarge and Spin, if you guys send me a prompt, or either of you, message me, DM me on either. Oops, I just accidentally hit the wrong button. Chuck, I'm sorry. If you send me a prompt on Discord, X, or Insta, I can actually get you locked in for a one-on-one debate. And Big Sarge, I know you were cammed up back there, so I'm not worried about that. And I know you come in as a Alex referral, so you don't need to pass any other hoops for that one. So we'd love to host it.
Plus, as a bonus, you get
for $10. You get a speed date if you want. You can say, I want a speed date with Spin, and we'll pull the rest of us down, and you can have a one-on-one with him for $10 also.
Well, if you pull up a full
Icon
debate,
is crazy.
All right.
That icon is incredible.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it.
if you pull up,
Thank you, Big Sarge. Have a good night.
I was going to tell him if he pulls up a full debate, he gets kick protection. So.
Yeah, this is true. All right, I've got Admiral Gibbs waiting for Brick to finish his thought. Go ahead, Brick. Finish your thought, and then I'm tucking you away.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. And so, just I want
people fun to spot, isn't it?
Outside the boundaries of going to fight, going to war. That aspect for me would be the most beneficial. I know it's something that could be discussed on another night. Might even be something worthwhile to get a real solid topic on for an open panel. But ultimately, what do we have? I mean, we have freedom of religion, which I think is great. That's why we promote democracy in other places. But there's no real, we do have some production, but what does Iran want that we can sell to them? And that's my question. So thank you, Sarah.
Absolutely. I'm going to tuck you back in the back. And Chuck, I assume since you sent the big $10 that you wanted to make room for yourself on panel. Motor City is next in line backstage. So backstage, I now have Motor City Maniac, God's favorite Ant, and Clay, of course, all tucked away, hanging out, waiting for you to bring them back up. All right. Gibbs, welcome, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me. That was quite an intro, by the way, you gave when I joined. Very impressed. Big fan. I'm going to steal that and make it some kind of clip for sure. I did. I loved it. Wonderful. Also, I do want to talk about what y'all are talking about because I love the Iran topic. And I just want to call all y'all that are sitting here with all these moralist causes a bunch of baby back bitches. We have 11 super carriers. I don't give a fuck what the rest of the world thinks. They only exist because we say they exist. They got oil. Guess what? They should have jumped on Team America. Israel was smart enough to. Iran wasn't. Fuck those bitches. And guess what? Here's my cop out. If Iran had been on Team America and Israel's fuck them too. I don't care. Whoever's on Team America, that's on our team. Those guys aren't. Him, Cuba. Guess what? Venezuela's ass. And they're capitulating. We have Iran's ass. China has no gas. Oh, guess what? Cuba's going. Oh, my pussy hurts, and they're coming over here making deals right now. Look, surely this shit's working. And when y'all are worried about the rest of these countries, let them. You know how many other super carriers they have in the world? They have zero.
I'm very
we have
sure
11.
that we'll manufacture all the consent that we need in Iran to.
Manufacture consent. I don't give a fuck about consent. We just whip their ass.
What's going to happen?
Oh no, I'm talking about the citizens. They're the victims in all this because they're still getting attacked by the RDC regardless.
Well, maybe they pick a team.
Everybody's talking at once.
Hey, wait, do the people born in Iran?
I believe you can pay for a one-on-one.
Do they choose to
I
be
don't
in
know how
Iran?
much it is.
Hey, listen, that's tough titties. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck. Maybe they could join our team after they back the people that we're bombing. Hey, then maybe you don't join our team. If you want to, maybe not.
So, like,
you bomb them more,
like
you
when
join
the
our team
athletes
and
in
back us up.
Australia when all those girls like tried to like seek asylum and now their families are being like tied up in Iran.
What did Iran?
Now,
What
a
did,
lot
what
of them
did-
are
what
going
did
back
Trump
to
say?
Iran because they don't want their families to suffer. Yeah.
Well, that's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah,
can
you
point to all
realize,
the
yeah,
different
that is
stories
like a
you
very
want.
tough
Yeah,
decision
I
for
don't
each one
care.
of them to make.
Don't
Absolutely.
care.
You realize
American
that? Yeah, I
kids.
know you don't
Yeah.
care.
Don't
I know
Kids,
you don't
what's going to happen? What's going to happen is in true
And I
leftist
end
style.
up getting kicked right
in
after
true
this.
leftist.
And he's gone. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yes,
I
like
don't
why,
care.
why shouldn't we care about that? When,
Because
we're
listen,
taking action
here's what we should do.
abroad?
I wish we'd keep what we kill. We should have never left Afghanistan. We should have never gave Japan back. We should have never gave all the stuff out of World War II. You know, all these countries, they all hate us half the time. You know, we should have just adopted them. Maybe we could be the great United States of the world, and everybody could be spread and gifted our great culture. But until then, we have to take out our enemies. Iran's our enemy. It's sad that there's people there that didn't vote for their Ayatollah. You know, they're sad that people are born there and then they're experiencing anything else. But guess what? Their government's evil and they're against us. And it's time to get that country ass whooping. And guess what they've got? They've got that ass whooping.
Yeah. So, like, what happens after we give them the ass whooping? Do you think the next regime is just gonna like stay there indefinitely? Do you think that there's not gonna be some brooding, like, negative sentiment against the U.S. because of this? No.
Seems like right now sentiment's pretty good towards the U.S. They're pretty excited about us taking them out.
Yeah, based off of what?
I mean, based off the things I've seen.
Well, yeah, I've seen like a lot more complicated situation than that. I still see the IRGC like terrorizing the
Do you like
citizens
the
of Iran.
Kurds? Do you like the Kurds?
Yeah. I think the
If
Kurds
they're able to like,
generally,
create their own
could,
autonomous region via balkanization, or the Persians, for example.
Didn't we
create their own
also like
autonomous
fuck over the
region, would that be
Kurds?
okay? We did fuck over
I think
the
I
Kurds.
remember the United
I wish
States
we
fucking
had.
over the Kurds as well.
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
have
that was
backed the Kurds
a.
more.
You can thank Trump for that, by the way. You can thank Trump for
Nah,
that.
I mean, we could thank Bush originally for it. I mean, there's all sorts of people to blame for it. Or
Well,
Turkey.
but
That's a
Trump,
bigger one.
Trump was the last person to promise that they'd get their way, and then you didn't do that. So
I mean, you didn't do that. I'm not
maybe
Trump.
it's just maybe to use your words, it's just a little unfortunate. Maybe if they just sided with the U.S. a little bit harder. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe if they'd been a little harder, I agree. Maybe if they had said that they would have done X, Y, Z, capitulated, I agree. Yeah, it's America first. I know you can say it's reductive, but we're living the real world. Listen, it's not ridiculous. It's been something that's worked for thousands and thousands of years. I mean, hold on, you're acting like this is ridiculous when it's been the effectively the law.
I'm so sorry
for
that
thousands and thousands of years. We had international law. Guess what? Russia was strong enough. They invaded Ukraine. International law didn't matter. Every time y'all talk about international law, it only applies.
What do you mean international law?
When you talk about Erbo and all these little other things like what you're talking about, all that matters for the weak. America's the strong. I'm sorry, the same rules don't apply to us. I know that's not a popular moralist position, but guess what? If you don't keep people down, then it does equal right. I mean, if you don't keep these people down, guess what? They eventually come for you. That's the problem, and they are a different polar. That's the whole problem with multipolarity. Is we're going to give up our superpower status to let other people be equal? No, sorry.
I agree. We should have a multipolar world. I agree.
That's
why
awful.
That's why I really love the UN.
This person hates.
I actually really like the UN for that reason. We should have a unipolar world under the UN.
See, in your arsenal case, this is the
and that way all nations abide by
war.
laws. We can all like sing Kumbaya. We can actually like have like the one world government. Yeah, I'm pro one world government.
I am pro one world government too under America. But listen, here's the difference between me. It's pretty crazy when I'm sitting here and I look at the people who are on my side. The people that are on my side are like
wave our dicks around and like conquer
That's so
everything.
funny. It does.
Yeah, I mean the people on my side want to give people equality through America, but people on your side are pro-terrorism, pro keeping people down under the Ayatollah.
You can make up positions on my side.
These are pro-globalization. You just said these things. You just said these things. I'm not making anything. I'm just repeating it.
Trump is
I'm just repeating. You just said this. Will you literally say something and then you say and I make it up? How is this make sense? This is what we call gaslighting for this. You literally just made your you just stated your position. You were just like, oh, the Ayatollah people there are going to live this way. Then you're going to say you talked about the UN. That's multipolarity. Then you wanted to talk about that's globalism. Like destroyed Maduro, but also like one world government. This is literally what you're advocating for. You're advocating for your Iran standing, which is pro-terrorism. They're the biggest state sponsor. You're pro oppressive regime. I'm saying
you really hate immigrants. It seems that
I love immigrants.
You don't like it when immigrants get too pro-America. You're like the
Sorry, this is what you came into.
I just repeated back what you said.
That's the point. Yeah,
I just repeated back what you said, and you claimed it was being made up. I get the point. It's a bad point.
Your position's ridiculous. Your position's absolutely absurd. Good fucking lord. Holy shit.
Here we go again without due process. Where the fuck are you getting this at? We just
and
yeah,
wanted
yes,
to
Sin
let
City.
you
Do you want to go
know,
over GGV Trump again?
Zers, I want to let you know you got the boot to bring up Motor City. At least wanted to bring you up for a second just to tell you that. And Ant's still backstage. Ben, something happened to Ben.
Ron, what's good, bro?
And yeah, I got the boot. I'm kind of glad I got the boot. It was a little, getting a little bit extended, I guess I should say. A little bit late. I wanted to do some things around the house, and then after that I went and laid down. But before we go, I guess this guy wanted to... Now, earlier on, Bones had pretty much dog-walked him on his stupid argument about... I don't remember now. And he wants to be dog-walked again on it, so he's pulled up a one-on-one debate with Bones to get dog-walked again. And at the end, he's pretty much left speechless. Hope I did that right.
we're back to the whole conversation again. We just had at the beginning of this panel about due process and the illegal immigrants. They're getting their
I'm
due
not
process.
sure we back
Yeah,
there. I'm
despite
not
Trump.
sure.
Back to Africa boat.
As
Yep.
guaranteed by the Fourth Amendment, which Trump hates. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
But
face
they're
palm all you
getting
want,
it.
but I can give you the
They're
argument. I
getting
can give
it.
it to you 10
They're
times.
getting
over.
it.
I'm glad you caught me live
and
as
show you how
well.
it's like
They are
Trump.
getting
it.
What do you
They
want
are
to do?
getting
Do you
it.
really want to rehash this, Spin City? I
Do
for the
you?
sake of this panel, I do not want to see you get beaten up again on this. Okay? I
I
would really
just
love to see a different
fucking
target.
said-
Okay?
Are you a transvestite?
My debate with
Speed date
if
with
that was
Bones,
the most
please.
exciting thing
Speed
about
date
this.
with Bones, please.
All right, let's go, baby. All right. So, what's your new argument for JGV Trump here? What's your new one?
I have no new fucking argument.
Okay,
But
so
at
then
the
why did
beginning
you
of
want to go
this-
open a day with me?
Shut up and let me fucking talk.
No, I will not shut the fuck up. So
I will
yeah,
give
why'd
you
you want
the
to go? Why'd you want to
common
do this again?
respect.
If you're just going to get beaten up,
Give
on the
you
same
the
topic
common
here.
respect. I'll give you the
I do
common
not.
respect.
I do not give respect to people who do not give me respect. I'm so sorry.
Why? Because I disagree with your fucking propaganda and your
no,
CNN
because
fake
you
news
act like
bullshit.
just like you just act like an asshole with like no facts to back up any positions.
not acting
you
like
just
an
sit there.
asshole. I
You're just
said
smug
at the
little
beginning
liberal,
of
and then
this
when I like
panel
beat you over the
that
when I beat your
everybody
ass
does
over
get
this
their
topic
due
again,
process.
you're gonna be tail tucked between your back on legs. You're just gonna be real pissed again. You're gonna be like, you're just gonna be really angry, smoke another cigarette, blah blah blah. All right, so. You want to rehash JGV Trump? Go for it. Give me your best
I
argument.
don't want to. I'm not going to rehash that. What I am
you just
saying,
wanted to
and I
run.
have said,
Fuck me. All right. Well,
I am saying, and I have said, these immigrants or illegal immigrants are getting their due process.
That's funny.
They are seeing a judge. They are going to court. They are determined to be not able to be in this country. I have also said that they had the chance to self-deport, just like they do now. That, where it becomes a criminal penalty, is when they have to be sought after, arrested, etc., etc. I said it. So I don't know what due process they need to have. They have it. They're going to see a magistrate. They are or federal judge or whatever the fuck they see, and they have the ability to self-deport. To this day, to this very minute, where it becomes a crime is when they are arrested. That is what I've said.
What was my position 5 minutes ago? What did I state?
Rehash it, because I wasn't listening.
I said that Trump hates the Fourth Amendment, and you did this.
Okay, that's your opinion.
You did that.
That's your opinion.
Yeah. So now I'm going to go substantiate it with JGV Trump, everyone's favorite topic that I keep bringing up. So once again, Trump decided, hey, like, I'm going to enact the Alien Enemies Act in the middle of the night while no one's looking, and then deport these people over to CCOT. And the court said, no, you can't do that. These people get their Fourth Amendment rights. And when questioned about it, the Trump administration said, no, fuck you, judges. We're going to take them over to CCOT anyways, which is why it took a few months to get them back from CCOT back over to the U.S. That way they could properly sue and then get their ability to seek habeas.
Okay.
So that was my position. That
Would
was
you
me
agree?
substantiating it, so now go.
Okay. Okay. Would you
Hold on,
agree?
my audio might be fucked up.
I can hear you. You were low there for a minute. Would you agree that the illegal immigrants are getting due process?
Are you talking about the ones that were being
That have
under
been
JGD with Trump? Yes,
arrested?
they probably are. They probably are.
Then what's
I
your
would say-
fucking argument?
Oh, my argument is that Trump has done it in the past. He will continue to do it. We also have other cases. The Lyons
He's very
memo
clear
for the
evident that he's
DHS.
not.
Where, yeah, so we have Trump just violating other amendments too. So the Lyons memo under the DHS said that we would that they would be able to just use administrative warrants to break into people's homes to deport people. That's clearly illegal. It's required that you need a judicial warrant to do something like that. And I believe Kristi Noem has admitted as much that it's been used like 28 times.
Kristi Noem isn't there anymore. So
I understand that
let's
Kristi Noem isn't there
surpass
anymore,
that.
but that's the DHS memo. That DHS memo is still in effect.
Okay, that DHS memo could still be in effect. You're exactly right. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, and that's illegal. It's an illegal memo.
Okay. So
As long
why
as the
hasn't it-
DHS is still
so-
using administrative warrants to break into people's homes to take people out of their homes, then yes, it is absolutely legal.
Very true. And he left him kind of speechless there. Anyway, as always, you guys are awesome. Remember, you don't have to be wise. Just don't submit to stupid. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Where's the buttons?
Batman's back in town, Penguin.
It's a tough game we play on this platform you crave, chasing clicks and likes in the digital wave. With each upload, our stories unfold in a world where the truth is often sold.
Oh, screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes.
Friendships tested in the quest for fame. Content creators, most have no shame. With every collab there's trust at stake, but in this world some friendships break. Ooh, anything goes. Screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes. Crafting tales of truth, some of deceit. Chasing trends in a race we repeat. The pressure mounts as views decline in the search for truth. Where do we draw the line? Screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes. Yeah, fabricating evidence just for the views. A double-edged sword in the news we choose. The line between real and fake is thin as the audience questions what lies within. Oh, screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm,
Yeah, I read about
anything
that.
goes. The highs are thrilling when the numbers soar, but the lows hit hard, down to the core. The grind continues day after day in the endless pursuit of the viral sway. Oh, screw to the land of the brave, where the algorithms rule and views we crave. From viral highs to simpleton trolls, in this digital realm, anything goes. It's about the story we tell in the ScrewTube world where we excel. Honesty and trust, our guiding light as we navigate this digital flight. Oh!